Hey there, it's o2manyfish. It is January 17th, 2019. It's been a while since I've done a video update of the tank, so now you're getting your first video update of 2019. Tank is doing pretty darn good these days. If you're looking at the video, you're going, woo, it's doing pretty darn good these days. We started dosing the Coral Essentials trace elements back mid-October and had good results. In November, we added the Coral Essentials black label, and we started to get really good results. But then my dad got sick after Thanksgiving night, and I had to leave the tank for almost 3.5 weeks. So this is, after 3.5 weeks, walked away, didn't lose any fish, didn't lose any corals, lost some color because we stopped dosing the daily individual elements, the black label stuff, which it has to be refrigerated and yada yada yada. So at the end I'll show you my new project so that doesn't happen. So we did have the color go down a little bit, but we didn't have any losses, which was pretty nice. So that's the overall shot of the tank. Let you guys soak that in for a little bit. I don't know if we want to throw, you know what, I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to throw some food in so we can talk about the fish. So there's some just simple flake food in the tank just to give you an idea of how the fish are doing in there. We did have a couple fish disappear over the last couple months. Hard to say exactly when. Never saw bodies. We lost one or two Venustus angels and lost some damsels of all things. So I'm not sure exactly why. As you can see, everybody else is doing great. And then last weekend, just out of the blue, the Emperor Otter Angel that's out in the frag tank that I've been growing out for 2 years, I was hand feeding it on Sunday, and Monday morning, fish was just dead in the bottom of the tank. Looking absolutely perfect. You know, fat, happy. Fish was eating out of my palm 24 hours earlier and just gone. So sometimes this hobby is just super, super frustrating. We have added some new fish in here recently. We have a Borbonius that we got a while back who was outside getting acclimated. He's coming in and out. He lives underneath the island on the right, and we'll zoom in on him in a minute so you can get a shot of him. We also added some electric blue damsels that are hanging out in the middle of the tank, and we picked up some new clowns for my wife. Probably the really cool news is right after the first of the year, I picked up some live blackworms and it started the gold flake angels to get ready to spawn. So I had a really bad video of them getting all frisky, shot with a cell phone. And then when I came back down at 2 o'clock in the morning, surprised, found the Bellis angels spawning. So I guess things are going pretty well if you've got two different sets of angels that are happy to spawn in the tank. The Regal Angels are doing really good. Everybody's doing really good. So let's bring it in and get some better shots of the fish and corals for you. Okay, so we're going to start off on the right side of the tank tonight. And we're right in the middle. So I will pan down. Go all the way here to the end. Down there in the bottom right corner, that is 2 elegance corals. Haven't been able to find a really nice large elegance coral in a while, so picked up 2 small ones, and sometimes they're getting huge and other days they're not as big. And we'll go all the way up to the top here and got all kinds of nice corals doing really cool things. And if we go down here, this is where we're going to look underneath the shelf, and we got our little Regal in there. We got one of our bang guys. And be right behind the yellow tank, of course, is our little Borbonius. There he is. Borbonius in, Borbonius out. See if we can get another shot of him real quickly. He's going to show up. Oh, up here. The copper band. This is the fish that we found, surprise, surprise, when we tore apart the rock sump after all those years. Didn't even know the fish was out there. And threw him in here, and he's just been very, very cool fish to have in the tank. Never had a butterfly in a reef all the years I've been doing this. And then the other fish that we've been adding lately, which is just so much fun for me, I like the tiny fish, and so I was able to get some barnacle blennies and some Caribbean sailfin blennies. And these guys are just right there underneath the blue Monty. You'll see there's a little guy whose head's sticking out. I'm going to bring the... So hanging out there underneath the blue Monty, or purple Monty, I guess depending on how you look at it, is a little barnacle blenny. Now these guys, inexpensive fish, very, very cool. It's kind of fish, you buy 10 of them, this size tank, maybe you buy 20 of them, and then eventually you just start finding is a clamshell that has a cool piece of Monty on one end and a piece of F-flow on the other. And then if you look right underneath, and of course it's, you know, sitting here where we're all covered in coralline and stuff, but at the bottom there's a sailfin blenny, and pops out. So this guy is from, I believe, Caribbean. I've got two different types of sailfin blennies in here. One is black and the other is white. These guys have giant fins like a marlin that come up off their back, and they act like nasty little boogers, but only to each other. So hopefully this guy's about to pop out of his hole. Let's see, is he going to come defend himself? I know, super exciting stuff here. Hopefully you're enjoying looking at the giant kung pao sitting on the background. Or maybe I'll change my angle to include some of the other Monties here, and we'll see if this guy pops out. I'm going to bring my finger in just so you know. We're going to be watching right here. Of course, right behind the coralline and all the dirt. Anyways, really cool little fish. I've got a few more of them that I know where they're hiding out at, and let's go take a look at them. So here's another new fish that we picked up recently. When I say recently, in the last few months. And I always like the little neon gobies. I think they're cool fish. They hang out, they do their thing. And I picked up, I think, 4 of them, or maybe 5. And this one, as you can see, has just gone crazy in size compared to all the others. Just nuts on the growth scale. So these two hang out together and have a little cave just above at the top of the frame that they shoot in and out of. And then they also are a great cleaning station. So if you see the Achilles comes over here, they'll pop onto the side of the Achilles and give him a good hairbrushing every now and then. See who else wants to come over and play with them right now. And then we've also got over here, so here we're looking down the end of the tank, and so this is the end of the island. Got some good color going. We'll come around the back. Looking down that side. And even here on the hidden, you know, nobody sees it unless you look at the back. We've got a Aussie Gold Torch. A little bit light on the color right now. Blue Vermiculata. We'll come around this side. A couple cool Aussie pieces. This one started out yellow and pink. It's now green and blue and purple. Come up here. This one's looking pretty good. Starting to get some nice growth and solid color out of our Oregon Tort. Our Harita. Come down over here. Another couple pieces of Tort locked into here. This is our blue and pink Aussie. Shows up really, the pink color show up great under macro. Come across the top. Our grafted Setosa, doing well, getting big. Impossible to frag. People want it all the time, and it just crumbles and crumbles and crumbles. And we'll come back, do a little pull back here now that we're in the middle. Look all the way down to the bottom. Here's another one of the little neon gobies. So this is Kung Pao on this side, our big colony. And this is Beach Bum on this side. And I think this is Fruity Pebbles in the middle. Here's a neat... This is a orange hammer. So we've got our yellow micro hammer here. We've got our orange hammer here. It's a cool little Aussie piece that's been holding its pink color really well. This piece in the back, which has been just ignored, the purple one, is starting to get some really cool color from the top. Across here, our fox flame, getting some slow growth, but growth finally. It's got the nice yellow tips on it. Miyagi tort. Here's another piece of Kung Pao, and it's got really dark color, much richer colors, which is interesting. So it's higher up, but as you can see, it's shaded because it's underneath the giant colony. Then this is from the mother colony here, and as I scump all the way over back here, this guy is the little clown goby. He's sitting on another one. So I've got a couple different pieces on different sides of the tank now. Clearly I'm giving them too much light because the colors without the crazy amount of light is much better, but they're growing, so you know, I don't really mind. And we're gonna come over here. So pick up back where we are. This is ASD Rainbow, hard to see from front because all the colors going up. And here's our red planet. Got some millies that are kicking in back here. Just different various corals. Here's another piece of the Setosa. Come on down, we'll do a pullback. Okay. And now we'll give it a shot shooting under blues. Okay, so now we're under our blue LEDs. Red planet's got really nice color. Now if I come up here, I believe this guy, this is Reef Diablo, perhaps. He's looking good. Another tort without a name down here. Now I'll try to hold steady. Pretty neat what's in there, isn't it? Okay, come back. Our millies there. You get another shot of the cool colors off of the Kung Pao. Back here's the Monties across the bottom. Great big Jedi mind trick. Another little millie we have growing out underneath the yellow hammer. So we'll see how that does. And then let's get you a good shot of the grafted Setosa. So under the blues you can see a lot more of the different colors that are hanging there. And then here we've got the yellow hammer. Now there's a better under the blues. You can see the difference to the orange hammer. I'll do a little pull back here. Come across. Another one of the cool multicolored Monties. This one's getting some spires on it, which is kind of cool. We have our grafted, the big piece of grafted coming up in the tank. Coming to this side. Alright, so we're going to try something different tonight. Here is some top-down action. Shooting through the water. Got our lens hood on. Give you an idea of what's going on from the top. So there's our Kung Pao. And let's see if we can find that little... See a little barnacle bunny back underneath the blue one there. Grafted piece. Here's the Monty that had the nodules on it. Just kind of love corals from so. There's our Oregon. Some Aussie. There's our gold torch from above. Come back over. There's our grafted. Another one of the torts. A little yellow. I only have one little yellow clown goby. He gets around. I'll move the. I'm sitting on. Oh, here's that piece of F-flow. Here comes the Setosa. Alright, so now we're in the back right corner of the tank. So, hidden from view from the front. Here's one of our Tyree purple petal colonies. Give it a shot of that. And then if this guy will turn out, here's a piece that I broke off that front grafted cap and I've just let it fall down here. And this is getting all kinds of crazy colors into it now. Get the focus back. So there's the Kung Pao on this side of the tank. There's that multicolored Monty. To just, you know, get in the right position. Amazing the colors that you see. Again, as you can see, we're not using blue lights right now. We're just shooting. Red plant looks much better from above than it did from the front. Rainbow. Nice top-down shot of Miyagi. Florida. The color just sitting there. A little Aussie piece. Oh, am I gonna get another shot? Ah, see? Look, it might take 5 times, but then I'll finally get. Let's see, a nice steady shot of our little barnacle bunny. See him there underneath the blue Monty cap? Can we find the other one? There's another piece of that F-flow. See if the little sailfin will come out from under the hole. Of course not. I gotta try. Here's another couple of cool fish I picked up for my wife this week. There's a pair of longfins in here, but of course the longfin and the naked decided that they were going to become friends, and now the other naked and longfin, they're hidden in the back of the tank. Not beaten up, just decided that they wanted to live someplace out of the limelight. Some of these clowns they're breeding these days are just so cool. I've got another longfin outside, but he's much, much smaller, or she's much, much smaller, whatever. I guess they're all he's at this point. But these two, these are only in the tank from this week, so we'll see how they settle out. We'll do a pull back here. Alright, we'll do a quick walkthrough from the tank for the whole thing. Oh, and see how many fish you can count. Oh, this guy's up and over. This is too exciting. Just the size of him. See him in there? So if you can get a macro lens on these guys, they obviously have bright red eyes, and they have nasty looking little teeth. I mean, they look like a freaking Japanese dragon-faced moray. But they find their little hole, and they'll stay in that hole. So, let's see, get that guy a little shot again. Very, very cool. And the neon's coming in to hang out. Clowns want to get their attention. Mollies. Alright, so if I can not get distracted. So we'll start at the end of the tank. And we'll come around. And see if I can get everybody in. Try to keep it steady for you guys. Oh, look at that. All the tangs lined up as if they know they're going to get fed. There we go. Alright, that's it for the reef. Alright, so I told you I'd have something cool at the end for you. The latest project I've been working on. A refrigerated dosing system for the Coral Essentials base, trace elements, and some of the individual, the black label. So this refrigerator is going to be able to dose a total of 4 trace elements, 5 individuals, and then we'll be doing Reef Nutrition foods down on the bottom. I hope to get this with water running in it tomorrow and then give you guys a really cool update. Gadgets, gotta love it.